as I was talking about with taking Deming's 14 points and looking at number 13, especially on how do we help everyone learn and get better and be able to self-reflect on their own learning and make those choices for what they need in order to get better. We developed eventually what we call the Leander Way. And all 14 points are in there somewhere. They just look very different. But one of the first ones that we really had to tackle, because as we're developing these systems and processes in order to be able to be a continuously improving district, we had to build trust that created the relationships that formed the foundation for an environment in which all of that can happen. And so if you look at point 8, it's drive out fear. And fear is something that is in all organizations. And it can truly be an obstacle to working together and to sharing what works, what doesn't work, and then coming up with what can work and how can we get better. So if you're looking at the whole relationship there, in order to get to the culture that we have today, we had to look at how we interacted and how we built that trust so that people would speak out and tell us and tell each other, more importantly, what was wrong, what was right, so that we can get better.
One of the things that we realized was important was that we model those behaviors that we expected to see throughout the system. And Deming talks about driving out fear and building trust. So we simply ask a focus group of staff, so what causes you the most fear in your system? What is it that is causing so much fear that's really pulling your attention away from the most important things? And to a person, they said it's the teacher evaluation system. Now, very rarely are teachers actually non-renewed. We are fortunate enough to have people who are more than willing to continue to grow and learn. But still, to our very best and brightest teacher, it was a source of huge fear. So we said, okay, what can we do about it if that's something that truly is that fear-inducing? And at the time, there was a state rating and ranking system. And we didn't know that we could do anything about it, but we applied for a waiver to the state and said we don't want to do that anymore. We want to develop our own system that will be based more on improvement than it is just putting a number on somebody's ability, because that doesn't do anything to help you improve. And surprisingly, they granted it. So sometimes you have to be careful what you wish for, because then we were in the position of coming up with our own system of evaluation, and we debundled and separated what was expected by legalities, what we had to have in terms of evaluation, versus how can we develop a system that is based on providing feedback and information in order to improve. And that, I think that was huge on a couple of levels, both in terms of making staff realize that we're learning together, we're muddling through this together, and we're basing our next steps on the information we have, on what we can figure out, but that also we're listening. We're all in this together, and I think that was very important early on in terms of gaining trust and momentum for improvement as they began to realize that we were listening.
I kind of believe that if we want to be there, then the kids will want to be there. So what is it going to take for us to want to be here? Doesn't mean that there's not a rainy day that we want to stay home and read a book under the covers, because absolutely we do. But we want to be there, and kids will know if we don't. And you can't tease them or fool them. It's about being honest. It's about being okay with having a bad day. It's about asking for help. And because when I ask for help, I also empower them. I think I've never felt or acted like I have all the answers, because I don't. And they truly are experts in their field, and respecting that that all those kind of things together, I think, is what they feel that gives them the choices to reach out or ask questions or to take risks. And if we can create an environment where our teachers take risks, then they can turn around and create an environment where the kids take risks. And if they don't take risks, they won't learn and challenge themselves. I kind of talk about training the office staff. For example, if teacher comes flying in and going, we're out of pink construction paper, there's nothing in the bag, and I have to have it like right now. And you go, again, you go back there, it's under the red, here it is, and you didn't see it. Okay, sorry, I'll look better next time, and off they go. And in their classroom, they're getting ready to do something, the child's going, can't find my pencil, can't find my pencil, and they'd go, there it is, it's under your desk, where it always is, and gives it to them. Versus, I'm out of pink construction paper, I need some. Come on back, let's find it. You're probably such a hurry, you didn't notice it, but I believe it's here. There you go, is that gonna be enough? Can I get you some more, or is that all right? No, that's great. Okay, here it is, good, now off you go. Same thing in the classroom. Honey, it's on the floor. We'll wait just a minute till you get it and you're ready. It's all about how you treat people, how you react to them, how you make them feel. I know there's a saying that they're not gonna remember what you say, but they're gonna remember how you make them feel.